I'm Tom Vasel.
Jason Levine.
And we're back taking a look at my top 250 games of all time. Today we're doing 225 to 201. So they're better than last time. But anyway, I think these are all great games. And most of these games we hunt down and stick in the Dice Tower library because we like them that much.
Yes.
I don't know if you've played 225, and that's Pioneer Days.
I haven't
From Tasty
yet.
Minstrel. Oh, man, this is a great game where you roll some dice, and then you're drafting these dice, and when you take the die, you can use it as an action, or you can use it as a number, and then the die that nobody takes, those will add up and bring disasters on you. Like Feld, think Bruges, a little bit like that, but it works really well. Well, I don't know if it's better than... Actually, technically, it's better than Bruges, since I don't have Bruges in my higher than that. 224 is a game Jason hates, but he has never played the cooperative version of it, and he won't. And that's Conquest of the Planet Earth. I'm telling you, the cooperative version is better.
After playing the competitive version, I don't need to play the cooperative version.
Yeah, the competitive version is bad. The cooperative version is a game where you're all aliens invading Earth, and Earth is trying to stop you, and you're working together to fight against them. I'm telling you, it's better. Someday he'll try it. 223 is a small little game. Well, it used to be small, but Level 99 turns all their small games into games like they're massive. And this is Pixel Tactics. So I had... like a little box, Pixel Tactics, just a little thing.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I got Pixel Tactics 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever.
And all the other ones.
Have you played it?
Your card. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. I have a card in the game. I forgot.
Everyone does. Sam has one. Eric has one.
Yeah, probably. But every card that you have in this game, it's different depending where you play it. You have a group of 3 by 3. So if you play it in the front, it acts differently. If you play it in the back, and if it's your leader, it acts differently. And then you can just play it as an action card.
Have you played the Mega Man version?
I have not. Have you?
It's cool. Yes, it's cool.
All right, 222. A game that just had a sequel released this year, and that's Spectre Ops. This one versus all style game. And one person is hiding and running around doing a mission. Everyone else is trying to find them. Now, you haven't played the new version of it, right?
No, I saw the new map, and they were playing it at Dice Tower Con, but I didn't actually play it.
Yeah, but it's the same as the first one, right? If you like one, you're going to like the other.
With more characters and more things.
Do you like to be the hunter or the hunted?
Either one. They're both fun in this.
I like being a hunter better, but I'm telling you, it's like sweat rolling down as you watch people go, I think he's here. And they point to exactly where you are, and you're just like, maybe I'm not. I think I like this better than Scotland Yard.
Oh, yeah.
All right, number 221 was just reprinted a couple years ago by GMT. It had originally been printed by GMT, then Z-Man did it originally. Anyway, it's 1960. 1960 is the little brother of Twilight Struggle.
Yeah.
Twilight Struggle is this big, grandiose game of the Cold War. 1960 is the presidential election of 1960. So, I love it. It's a nice back and forth. It teaches you how the electoral system works. It's very well balanced. It's more balanced than Twilight Struggle, actually. Twilight Struggle is very uneven on purpose because that's how the war was. The 1960 election was very close.
Yeah. I mean, and you know, it's American history. You learn Kennedy, Nixon. You learn about a lot of things that happened. I really, really liked them on this one.
220 is Paperback. This is a deck-building word game. Now, there's 2 games from the same company, Paperback and Hardback. I like them both, but Paperback's the one that made my list. I think you liked Hardback better?
No, Paperback.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because Paperback is just a little bit more straightforward to me. And it's interesting to me, this game, because let's say I play it with my wife. She likes making the words, and I like the deck-building part. I like making the words, too, and she likes deck-building, too, but we both like the one thing more, and it feels like an even game.
Yes, and I think the wild is what makes the game in this, because then you have a more variety of words because you can put wilds in there.
Yeah, it's just it's a simple game, easy to play. If you play games like Scrabble, this is definitely one you'll like. All right, 219 is a mean game, Cutthroat Caverns. In this game, you're all going through a cavern together, fighting different monsters. And but only the person who does the finishing blow gets any points. So Jason will hit the monster, and I'll hit the monster, and Jason will hit the monster, and I'll hit the monster. Then Jason will hit the monster, and then I go, and Jason trips me. and then he does the finishing blow. So if you have good friends, this game does not work well.
No, I would let him just hit the monster 10 times and then come in and go boop.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hit the monster. Then maybe I let the monster kill us all. All right. Let's see. We are at 218. That's Dominaire.
Ooh.
Have you played Dominaire?
Yeah, the old game.
Well, it's not that old. Dominaire is a game from AEG, and they put out this line of games that were all in the same universe. And the only one that anyone's heard of today is Love Letter. But Dominaire was one. It was an area control game, but you had these cards that you would play, and the card would get better the later you played it. But all your cards would like work every turn. So do I play this card and get this okay benefit, but I get it 7 turns in a row? Or do I wait till play it later where it's amazing? And it's a little longer than it should be, but I was really impressed with this one. I'm kind of surprised this one had never really has taken off.
Yeah, it was the best of the line, I thought.
Better than Love Letter?
Yeah.
Well, I agree, but whew. See, me and Jason agree more than you might think. All right, 217 from Eric Lang, Bloodborne. This is the Bloodborne. I think is it called Bloodborne, a card game, where you again. This is very similar to Cutthroat Caverns.
Yeah.
There's monster in there, and you're all hitting the monster, but you're also trying to hit each other and let the monster take the other person out. It's more streamlined than Cutthroat Caverns, which is why I like it. But I don't know anything about Bloodborne, the video game. I never played it. I don't care. The theme is like super dark. I just like accidentally shooting Jason instead of the monster.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was okay. It's not so much my style game.
But you like... Well, then Cutthroat Caverns must not be your style either.
It's okay also. I mean, you know.
All right, fair enough.
You have a lot. You like a different kind of game than me. We know this.
Well, some things we really agree on. I don't know if you played 216, and that's Outlive.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay. Outlive is a Euro game. It's in the future where the world has collapsed and you're in some bunker, and then you're coming out of the bunker collecting supplies. So it's a worker placement game where when you go to a spot, you're going to get goods, and you can also beat up and take other people's goods from them if you want.
That is the best mechanic of it. I'm going to put my 5 where your 4 is or where your 3 is, and I'm just going to take over your things. The whole how you put out your pieces and your higher numbers are going to beat on everyone else's lower numbers is a great mechanic.
You are mean. But yeah, it's good and it has some really cool components too. 215 is a game I've never won, and I never will, and that's Ink and Gold. It's a push your luck style game. Actually, someday I will win Ink and Gold with the highest score known to mankind. Because I will push my luck so far and get so much gold, and it will work out. But until that day, I lose. But it's a very simple push your luck game. It was called Diamant originally.
Yep.
And then Ink and Gold. Then they reprinted Diamant, actually.
Yes.
Anyway.
And they reprinted Ink and Gold too, right?
Well, Ink and Gold's owned by Eagle Griffin, right?
Yeah.
And Diamant's overseas, and Yellow has that. And that version, if you can get it, is the much nicer, better version. 214 is a game that me and Jason both love, and no one has ever heard of. It came out at Essen last year, and we love it. Time Arena.
Ooh.
Time Arena is a great game.
There's an expansion this year.
2 little expansions. Actually, Jason doesn't know. I already got 2 expansions for it.
2?
Some more troops during the game.
There's 2 expansions.
No, there are many expansions. They just add more characters. But Time Arena is a speed game. And you are moving pieces as fast as you can. But it's not so fast that you can't, like, your opponent can easily... I mean, it's not like the faster person's going to win.
No, because there's a lot of strategy in this. I mean, this is a deep... I
don't know if it's deep.
It feels like a deep war game. I mean, you have to think on your feet, you get to move around, and, you know, you get knocked out, and your thing is knocked out for a while.
Sure, but I mean, and also all the pieces have special abilities. At the beginning of the game, you draft back and forth which guys you want to use. It's just fun. It's a 2-player game. It takes like 10 minutes. And so you just can play it over and over again. When Jason first got it, he played against Melody, and they played for a while, and then I was like, all right, I'll try it. And it's addicting. And so it's definitely one that's in my collection around here somewhere.
This one needs a U.S. publisher.
Here it is, right behind
When we talk about games with a U.S. publisher, this one needs a U.S. publisher.
No kidding. I really like this one. Someone needs to make this. Time Arena. All right. Time Arena. 213, Empires of the Void 2. Now, the first Empires of the Void was good. I don't think you played the second one yet. The second one has a ton of actions that you can take. If you want to see how it plays, we actually played it live on our channel. Ryan Lockett taught it to us. A lot of great, moving around, controlling different planets, picking your actions. It feels like a nice, big space game without being too big. Number 212 just came out this year from Plan B Games, and that's Coimbra. Coimbra is a drafting game. Now, you haven't played Coimbra yet, have you?
I have now.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Then you've got to like it.
Oh, yeah.
These designers, the guys who made Coimbra, are some of my favorite designers, period. All their games... Now, Coimbra has no theme. Or, well, there might be a theme, but there's no theme there. But you take a die, when you draft the dice, the color matters and the number matters.
Yes.
The number matters for bidding, and high numbers are great because you get to go first, but then you have to pay money and soldiers. And in this game, currency is very low. You have to be careful not to get too little currency. But the color also matters because you're going to activate these different columns. Oh, it's such a good game.
Yes.
All right, 211 is one of my favorite games from Academy Games, and that's 878 Vikings. Now, I like a lot of the Academy games. I like 1775. I think I'm actually including those together because I think I like these equally, those two games. 1775 is about the Revolutionary War, and 878 is about the Vikings in England and all. Mm-hmm. And man, it's a very simple game. Like, you wouldn't say this is a complicated war game.
No,
at all. You're just rolling some dice and moving it around, but there's a lot more strategy than you think. I think strategy to complexity might be one of the best ratios of any game I've ever seen for a war game.
Yes.
Is it a war game?
It's light. It's in the same as like a Twilight Struggle. I don't consider it a heavy war game.
Well, I didn't say a heavy war game. It says a war game. All right. 210 is a racing game which has never been printed in America, but you can get it in Europe for like 10 euros. And that's Reifenbreit.
Ooh, I like this.
Oh, the bicycle racing game where you can draft. It is silly. You have 4 bicycle racers, and you're rolling dice. I know I very rarely say a roll and move game is one I like. But in this game, you roll, you move your bikes around, but you can also play cards, replace dice, and if someone rolls well, you can follow them. Yeah, it's a simple game, but I love playing it. 209 is a game Sam and Z hate, but they're not here to tell me how much they hate it. And that's Galaxy Trucker. I don't know how you feel about that.
Galaxy Trucker.
But Jason likes speed games because he's really fast.
I do like speed. I also like, I like both parts of this game. The beginning part where you're taking everything, and then the part where everything falls apart.
Now, there is several expansions. There's the big expansion, even bigger expansion. And,
yeah.
And they add a lot of cool things, but even its base game, it's humorous because you will build a really good ship, but you can't build a perfect ship. It's not possible. And it seems if you leave one spot open in your ship, asteroid's going to find it.
Of course.
All right, let's see here. 208. This is going to be a lot lower than many people, but again, I still like this game, and that's Seven Wonders.
Yeah, it's higher on my list.
Look, I like Seven Wonders a lot, and I really like the expansions. I think Babel's amazing, and the new expansion coming out
The one with the boats.
I forget. There's one coming out here at Essen.
It's with boats, and you have boats now to see something.
But I really like these expansions, and I think they're fine, and that's why it's on the list. There's just other drafting games that I like to play faster and more. Like, I like the quicker ones better sometimes, but Seven Wonders does play up to 7 people. That's a fantastic thing, and it does have the cool civilization theme behind it. It's a little weak. Seven Wonders Duel, I think, is better, but Seven Wonders is still a great game.
I disagree with you. I think Seven Wonders is better than Duel, and it's still one of the best drafting games out there.
All right. You're wrong. Well, no, except for, a lot of that was right, but the part about it being better was wrong. All right. 207, First and Goal. This is a football game designed by Stephen Glenn. It's a game in which you're rolling dice. First you play cards, and then the cards will tell you, like, I play a offensive play against Jason's defensive play, and then it will tell us what dice to roll. You roll those dice and how many yards. That's it. Very simple. What makes the game good is when you play with the custom teams.
Yes.
They're not actual football teams, but he made up a whole bunch of teams. So I might pick a team where I'm better at passing, or a good defensive team. And once you do that, it's still a very simple game. But when it comes to football, I think a simple game is better than a complicated one. If you want to play a complicated one, you should play like a video game, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Number 206, I have a painted version of this, and I'm still waiting for the reprint, which who knows when it will come, The Adventurers.
The original one.
The Temple of Shock. Not the Pyramid one. The Pyramid one's fine. But the Temple one, Okay, it's on the
Indiana
list because
Jones.
it has a boulder rolling down.
It does.
It has a bridge that falls apart. It has a lava pit. It is not a great game, actually. It's a decently good game, but the theme is amazing.
The walls are closing in, and how much
Amazing.
treasure do you take before they snap on you?
Yeah, I really like the game. And it has really cool plastic miniatures and stuff. 205 is a game that will never be reprinted, probably, because the Fantasy Flight Games Workshop thing is over, and that's Forbidden Stars. This big, some kind of a reprint of StarCraft. It's a game in which players are, you have one of the factions, the Orcs, or the Space Marines, or the Eldar, and you're just moving from planet to planet, and growing and fighting, and getting... It's a big, grandiose game. I think it's best with 2, though.
I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, well, let me talk about one you do like. And me, Jason, and Melody are the only 3 people in the world who ever talk about this game, I feel. And that's World of Yo-Ho.
Oh.
Where your phone
Your phone is your piece.
is your piece. You put your phone... And that's actually one of the problems with the game, is because if your phone's running low on battery, or you have to have all your phones hooked up to your internet, but you put your phone on this board, and it shows your ship. And as you move your phone, as you literally move your phone, it shows the ship sailing.
Yes.
And then, if you get to an island and trade goods, you pick your phone up and you pick the goods you're going to trade. If you fight, your 2 phones are next to each other, shooting cannonballs back and forth at each other.
It's such a good game.
It's so neat. And it's just a fun game.
How did that not
Yo-Ho.
win the Dice Tower Award for Most Innovative Game?
Because
I
I
still
think,
don't get it.
I think you and I and Melody are the only 3 who played it. All right. 203. Another push your luck game. This one was just reprinted a few years ago from Quick Simple Fun Games, and that's Celestia. It was originally a hot air balloon
Cloud
game.
9.
Cloud 9. But the new version is balloon. And so I'm going to move higher. And then I'm going to play some cards to move higher. If I don't play cards, the whole thing will crash. Jason has to decide, do I have those cards in my hand? I can't tell him anything. I just look at him. If he thinks I do, he'll ride with me. If not, he'll jump out and get points. The higher you go, the way more points you get. It's really fun. Mm-hmm. 202 is a game Jason loves more than me. It probably hits his top 100, actually. That's Mystic Vale. Mystic Vale, I think you just reviewed one of the new expansions for it.
Yes, I love Mystic Vale.
Mystic Vale is not a deck building game. It's a card building game because your
Card
cards...
crafting game. Let's get it right.
Sorry, card crafting game where all the cards are in sleeves, but they're clear, and so you can add up to 3 parts to each card. So you can customize how your card is when they come out. Now, there's some theme in this game,
No, there isn't.
like some fantasy theme, and the expansions are so boring. Veil of Magic and whatever. It's like, come on now, you're not even trying. But the gameplay itself is interesting. It's one of those games where you're like, that's unique. This is one of those ones, again, that probably should have got most unique game of the year.
Yes, yes.
All right, and the last one for this section here is from Bezier Games. I do not like this as much as the first one in this series, Suburbia, but this one is also good. Castles of Mad King Ludwig. Now, to clarify, this is not between 2 Castles of Mad King Ludwig. It's not Palaces of Castle King. It's the castle one. And I like this for 2 reasons. 1, I like to build a castle. But 2, I like the whole, here's how much all the pieces cost. Are you going to buy them? If he buys them, the money comes to me. If he doesn't buy it, I can buy it, but I will have to pay whatever price I put on it. So if there's a piece I really want, I'll make it cheap so I can buy it, but then he'll buy it. So I make it expensive, and he won't buy the expensive piece, but then I have to pay that price. That's a neat mechanism.
See, to me, that drafting mechanism, it's a thing that I didn't like about it because it takes so long to decide what you want to put the prices on, and it slows the game down.
That's what Z said too, but you're both wrong. Love it. You like the castle building part at least, right?
I like Suburbia better of the 2, but yes.
Oh, I agree. I do like
it.
Suburbia better. All right, that's 25 more fantastic games. We're about to crack the top 200. We'll see you next time. I'm Tom Vasel.
Jason Levine.
And you've been watching The Dice Tower.